talk about Greg and Glenna, about how you got involved with Hot Rod Charlie and just your thoughts on being here at Churchill Downs.
Well, to go in reverse order, to be here at Churchill Downs is like a dream come true. I was here 50 years ago. I drove down from college up from South Bend and sat in the infield like everybody else at that age. Had a ball. I never dreamt I would be here as an owner of a racehorse such as Hot Rod Charlie. It's the best experience in the world.
You must be a Notre Dame guy, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I am.
I don't know what other colleges are in South Bend.
Yeah.
But
I could have been a St. Mary's girl, I guess, but I'm a Notre Dame man. Thanks.
Glenna, what about for you, this experience here?
Oh, it's just beautiful. I mean, the horses and the barns and everything about it is just so special. We're so lucky to be here. It just love being around the horses.
Is this the first time you've been on the backside at Churchill Downs?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's only our third trip. I came as a college student, like I told you, and then 9 years ago we were here. When I'll have another one. We came down as guests of Humana on a business junket, and we just had a ball then. Never first class all the way with the way they treated us. Never dreamt we would then come back as an owner. This is light years even better than that experience.
Well, how did you get involved with Hot Rod Charlie that brought you here?
Well, we have a syndicate, Roadrunner Racing. A few couples got together and put some funds together to buy a few horses. And Dennis O'Neill is our bloodstock agent, and we bought some 2-year-olds in training. And one day he called me and said, "I got a yearling here that you might want to buy, October of 2019." And we said, "I'm not buying yearlings, we're into 2-year-olds." He said, "Well, this is a half-brother to Matoli." I said, "We'll take half." It was a no-brainer. We thought we'd have a great sprinter on our hands, but as it turned out, with his oxbow in him and everything, turned out to be a Kentucky Derby candidate.
So you were maybe initially thinking Breeders' Cup, that's the long-range dream.
Exactly. You've got to dream about everything now.
Well, talk about how's it been the whole process since he put the blinkers on and started going farther. This horse really has, and just probably getting more experience, has become one of the favorites for the Kentucky Derby and very impressive in the Louisiana Derby. So what's it been part of long for the ride as he's taken those various steps? And second at 94-1 in the Breeders' Cup, I need to bring him. You did get to the Breeders' Cup with him, yes.
Got to the Breeders' Cup with him, and he was 94-1, and recouped our investment just at that race, I think. But experience, he got stronger every time. You know, he didn't break his maiden until his fourth time out. That's when we put some.
That's when they put
Doug
the blinkers
decided
on.
to put some blinkers on him, and that made all the difference because he was still a little green, and that kind of matured him a little bit and kept his focus rather than staring at the crowd. He was paying attention to the race and performed really well. And we took him to the Breeders' Cup next and performed extremely well,
Yes.
especially at 94-1. We thought he was going to win for a minute there until Essential Quality came in. But it's been quite a ride since then.
You all looking forward to a second crack at Essential Quality in the Derby?
You know, we have great respect for that horse, but yeah, we want to come back and see what we can do. There's a couple of horses we'd like to get a second shot at.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
that have beaten us by a neck or a nose.
Well, but were y'all in New Orleans for the Louisiana Derby?
Yes, we were.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that must have been a party
that
in New
was-
Orleans.
Boy,
That was fun.
New Orleans was I didn't know COVID was going on in New Orleans in the French Quarter. It was pretty crowded, but we had a really good time. We only had 4 of the owners who were there, not the whole crew like we've got here. The rest of the owners are coming in.
Well, so who's Charlie?
Indian Charlie.
Oh, yes, of course. That's
Indian
the
Charlie.
sire.
We named him. One of our partners named him because we thought he was going to be a sprinter, half brother to Matoli, so we gave him Hot Rod, and he's out of Indian Charlie. So he's out of Indian Charlie, so we thought we got to have Charlie in there. So Hot Rod Charlie, we thought was going to be our sprinting king.
If you all, you know, the thrill of winning the Louisiana Derby, what would it be like, you think, if you actually are? Yeah.
I think I'd faint.
I just can't imagine.
Each of the owner partners has a different way of reacting. Bill Strauss is a great partner. was over the moon in Louisiana with his excitement. I come away just dazzled by it, and I'm kind of stunned and motionless when he performs as well as he did at the Louisiana Derby. If he won the Kentucky Derby, I'm not sure I could talk.
I know. It's speechless.